Hello guys, my name is Anton from ATM Tech and welcome to the channel. As you just saw in that unboxing, today we have the Lenovo Smart Clock Essential. This is a handy little device which is basically a bedside alarm clock with a Google Assistant built in. So if you've clicked on this video, chances are you're in the market for this sort of device, or you may have just bought one and you want to learn a bit more about it. In this video, I'm going to give a quick rundown of the setup, the design and its main features to help you really decide if this is the right device for you. So design wise, it's actually pretty sleek and simple and should blend into any bedroom no problem. It has a nice big LED display that shows off the time, the date and gives you basic weather information also. There's also 4 little indicator dots that flash to acknowledge that Google is listening to your command. On the back side there's a physical mute switch and there's also a single USB port. The USB port on the back is quite handy for charging your phone overnight, however it does output a very low amount of power, so it will take longer than your phone's normal charger. As I said before, this does have Google Assistant built in and you'd set it up in the same way you'd set up any other Google device, starting with the Google Home app. If you open up the Google Home app, the smart clock will appear at the top asking you to connect. Once you tap on the clock, the app will go through the pairing process and you'll hear a little chime on the clock to acknowledge that it's being connected. The app will then ask you to connect your Wi-Fi connection, which will then connect the clock to. A bit of patience and a bit of waiting and the clock will eventually connect. The cool thing about it being an internet connected device is that it will set the time automatically, so you don't need to worry about that. So with the smart clock's design, I'm sure they had in mind a lot of people using this as a bedside alarm clock. And there's actually 2 pretty straightforward ways to set the alarm on this clock. The first is via voice. Set an alarm for 10 PM tomorrow.
Done. Set for tomorrow at 10 PM.
Set a daily alarm for 7 AM.
Done. Your alarm's set every day at 7 AM.
When you press the alarm button at the top of the clock, you can see the alarm's been set. Resetting or clearing your alarms is pretty straightforward too. Clear my alarms.
Sure, I cancelled it.
You can also set the alarm by hand, which does require a few more steps. To do this, you hold the alarm button for 2 seconds until the screen flashes. You then use the plus or minus button to scroll through your selection. Once you've made your choice, you press the alarm button each time you want to move on to the next section. You start with the day of the week, then the hour, then the minute and so on. Once you've finished, just leave it for a few seconds and the alarm will automatically save. You can also clear the alarms by hand by doing a quick press of the alarm and the minus button. This is what the alarm sounds like in case you were wondering. On the back of the clock there is a little night light which you can turn on by holding down the minus button. It's not the brightest thing in the world, but I suppose it could come in handy if you're looking for something on your bedside table in the middle of the night. You can adjust the brightness using your voice also. Night light maximum brightness. So as this has Google Assistant built in, this does mean this is also a smart speaker. Now in terms of volume, bass and general output, you're never going to be having house parties using this speaker. However, in terms of quality and sound, it is comparable to the Nest Mini. So it's more than adequate for your morning news or even your Energizer playlist to get you going for the day. I'm a really big fan of this clock. It does exactly what it says on the tin and it meets my needs perfectly. I hope in today's video I've helped you decide whether it's right for you too. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more unboxing and tech reviews, feel free to subscribe and a like is always appreciated. I'm Antoine from ATM Tech and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.